I want to work a couple problems from 11. I have a problem from, or I think these are both 11.4 problems. And so it says determine, this is I believe the first one that's in the assignment. Determine the monthly payment for the installment loan. And I know there's a table, but I really don't like the table. Well, I should say I'll use it if I have to, but we have this wonderful formula. Let's try using this formula, see what we come up with. The formula being M, and I'm looking right here in the book, 11.4, page 632. M equals P times R over N over 1 minus 1 plus R over N to the negative NT power. Okay, so in this, our P is going to be 13,000. The R is 0.055. The N, of course, is 12, it gives us, and the T is 5. So the monthly payment is going to be 13,000 times the rate 0.05 divided by N, which is 12. Divide that by 1 minus 1 plus R, 0.055, over N, which is 12, to the power of negative 12 times 5. A couple places people make mistakes. One, I do it too. We forget to put the negative there. And another place is we don't put parentheses for this part, the power, or we may forget parentheses for the denominator. So if I put this in the calculator, it's going to look like this. M equals 13,000 times parenthesis 0.055. I forgot a 5 on this, didn't I? Divided by 12. Close that parenthesis, then divided by. Since everything's multiplied on top, we don't need to put parentheses. Parenthesis 1 minus 1 plus 0.055 divided by 12, caret button, parentheses, negative, not minus now, negative 12 times 5, close parentheses. I have 1, 2, open, 1 open, 2 open, 1 open, 1 close there. So I'm going to put it in my calculator, 13,000 times 0.055. Divide that by 12. I'm going to divide that result by parentheses 1 minus 1 plus 0.055 divided by 12 to the power of parentheses negative 12 times 5, close parentheses, close parentheses. And I get 248.315. If I round to the nearest penny, it's 248.32. That's how we get that problem. That was nice. I wonder if they gave us a table on this. They didn't. So I think they wanted us to do it this way with the formula. Okay, so I hope that helps. Now I want to do one other problem. This is number 8 from 11.4 homework. It says on February 2nd, the billing cycle, Carol Ann Blue Sky, had a balance due of $124.32 on her credit card. Her bank charges an interest rate of 1.25% per month and uses average daily balance method. She made the transaction described in the table during the month. Okay, so charge art supplies, payment, charge flower delivery, charge music CD. Okay, so we have a date, February 2nd. So date, amount of dollars that we have in the balance, and days. So February 2nd, then February 13th, February 23rd, February 27th, and then it closes on March 2nd. Okay. So our balance was, her balance was $124.32. Now it changed, or it changed on the 13th. So, or from, sorry, I forgot the 7th. Didn't get the 7th in there. So that was for 5 days. Then on the 7th it went up by 2704, so I'm going to take that 124.32 and add 27.04. That's 151.36. And then on the February 13th it changes again. That's 6 days later, so that was for 6 days. It's going to go down, so we're going to subtract 110 from it. So we're at 41.36. And then it changes on the 23rd. So that was for 10 days. On the 23rd, we're going to add 65.03 for flowers. My gosh, that's expensive. So we're at 106.39. Then February 27th, so that was for 4 days of that balance. Bought a music CD, and everyone's probably saying, hey, what's a CD? We used to listen to music on them. For the days of downloads. Okay, we're at $120. And that, it goes from the 27th through March 2nd. So 28th, and then 1st, 2nd, so that's 3 days. Let me just add this up. So we should be from February 2nd to March 2nd, assuming it's not a leap year, should be 28 days. So 5 plus 6 plus 10 plus 4 plus 3. Yep, 28 days. So we got that good. Now what we do is we multiply the balance times the number of days. Let's see if I have a place to work here. Really not a lot of place to work on this. Okay. And I need to see what I'm working on though. So we'll do 124.32 times 5 plus 151.36 times 6 plus 41.36 times 10 plus 106.39 times 4 plus 120 times 3. Put this in my handy dandy calculator. 124.32 times 5 plus 151.36 times 6 plus 41.36 times 10 plus 106.39 times 4 plus 120 times 3. And I get 2728.92. We take 2728.92, we divide by 28 days, and we get 97.46, which is the answer right there. So the finance charge to be paid on March 2nd is what? Well, it's going to be 1.25% per month, so interest equals 97.46 times 0.0125 times 1 month. I get 1.21825, so 1.22. That's what we have there. So what's the balance due? Well, the balance due is going to be the last payment of 120. People get this wrong often. They want to add this 97.46, this average daily balance. No, it's the last balance, 120 plus the finance charge of 1.22 gives us 121.22. That's that answer there. So it says using the previous balance method, the finance charge is 155 and the balance due is 121.55. How do the results obtained using the average daily balance method compare to those obtained using the previous balance method? Choose a correct answer. So given that the balance due is 121.22 versus 121.55, you're better off with the average daily balance method. It's less than, because 121.22 is less than 121.55. I hope that answers the questions on this. Have a good day.